Shalom from Israel. I'm Lars Enerson with the Watchman International, reporting from the border to Gaza from the conflict here, Operation Defensive Edge. This is now the 5th day of the ground operation, and yesterday Israel lost 2 more soldiers. What you see in the background behind me here is the area in northern Gaza where the most intense battle have been going on so far. And yesterday, sadly enough, Hamas scored a major victory when they were able to land a rocket, or at least debris from a rocket, about 3 miles from Ben Gurion Airport. Because of that, the US Aviation Authority made a decision to ban all flights from the US to Israel and from Israel to the United States. The European airlines, major airlines, followed suit shortly after, so a lot of the air traffic is now stopped coming into Ben Gurion Airport. However, El Al Airlines have said they will never stop their flights, and actually the Israelis are disappointed with the Americans. They said that why are nations that are more hostile towards us continuing to fly in here, but the Americans were the first to cancel the flights, because this is what Hamas has been after, to disrupt Israeli life and especially the economy in such a way that it will affect Israel deeply. So this is a victory for Hamas. We need to pray that this ban for all flights in and out of Israel will be lifted very soon, because otherwise it will affect the Israeli economy in a major way. Already tourists are cancelling their tours here also for the next month, but hopefully that will pick up soon again. So another victory that Hamas actually also might have had is that 2 days ago they announced that they have now kidnapped an Israeli soldier. Israel has not confirmed this, but on the other hand they cannot confirm where this soldier is. So possibly he has been kidnapped, and we need to pray. That's a major prayer subject for today, that Hamas will not succeed in kidnapping more soldiers. The Hamas are fighting very, very tenaciously here, refusing any ceasefire proposals. They're hiding behind civilians in the most cruel way. There are even reports of Hamas soldiers now taking shelters with babies in their arms. They are fleeing in UN vehicles. They are also disguised as Israeli soldiers. They are also hiding in ambulances. So this is a very, very vicious fight. And one of the Israeli soldiers that died yesterday was killed by a sniper fire. It's very dangerous territory in here in Gaza, but Israel must fight this battle to the end. Yesterday, Ban Ki-moon arrived here, the UN Secretary General, and of course he urged an immediate ceasefire. We thank God that Benjamin Netanyahu was very firm in rejecting that, saying we have no one to talk to, because Hamas does not want a solution. They don't want a 2-state solution. They want no solution other than the destruction of Israel. So Israel must fight this battle to the end. One praise report that I would like or one thing to thank God for now is that because of this conflict, we can see that secular Zionism, especially the voices on the far left, are being disappointed and losing its influence right now because of this battle. The Israeli soldiers that are laying down their lives in this battle is causing the people to turn to God. And I want to read a scripture here from Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 32, where it says, "You say, we want to be like the nations." This is what the secular Zionists are saying. We want Israel to be like the nations, and they want to listen to the nations, obey the nations, and do what they tell Israel. This is not going to happen. God says here, you say we want to be like the nations, like the peoples of the world, who serve wood and stone. But what you have in mind will never happen. And that we see here as a result of the conflict. Israel is turning to God. They have no one else to trust than their Father in heaven. We need to thank God for that and continue to pray now that God will be glorified through an Israeli victory in this conflict. God bless you. Thank you for standing with us. Go to thewatchman.org on the internet and download our prayer alerts also there with more prayer topics. So thank you from Israel. I'm Lars Enarsson with the Watchman International. Shalom.